Hello, I'm John Hall from Right Here Pens, and we're going to have a look today at the two new colours of the Scrittura Bolognese Piuma, and the colours are Impressione, which as you can probably see is green with orange flecks, and the Levante, which is just orange. Lovely. There we are. Now, we might get a bit interrupted here. There are two somewhat demanding cats. I have just fed them, I promise you, but they still might pipe up occasionally because I think they want to be let into the house so they can jump on beds and sleep there, but I'm not going to let them. Now, during this video, providing we're not too badly interrupted, we'll have a look at the pens, they're cartridge converters, so we'll see how that works. We'll give them a good look over, and we'll have a little write with them and see what we think about them. So, the new Scrittura Bolognese Piuma. Right, well here we are. If you buy any Scrittura Bolognese pen, it will come in a package like this. So you have an outer, and inside it you have another card box which says Scribo, feel the writing, because the whole thing about the Scribo range is that they're very much oriented towards the writing experience, and they have got a magnificent range of nibs based on the old OMAS nibs, the OM81. So you've got an increasingly large range of 18 karat nibs, extra fine, fine, medium, broad, but there's also now an extra fine, a triple broad and a stub available. And then you've got the extra flexible nibs in the four basic widths. So there's an awful lot to choose from with a Scribo. Now, they all come in the same sort of packaging. They all have this rather nice pen wallet, folder, whatever you want to call it, but it will keep it safe. It will enable you to keep a bit of paper or something there, and you can have another pen cuddling up next to the one that you have purchased. So there we are, that's a very useful package. I'm going to get all of this out of the way now so that we can concentrate on the pen. And here we are. Now, I'm not sure how well this is picking up the colour actually. It is in fact a fairly clear green. Now the first thing you'll notice is that the barrel and cap are faceted. The second thing you'll notice, probably with some relief, is that they line up. Now the faceting, I think this two-facet approach is, I've certainly not come across it anywhere else. I don't know whether it's unique or not. That might be overstating it a bit. But as you can see, your pen's not going anywhere, unless there's a terrible slope on your desk. So there we are. To remove the cap, not much of a turn there, is there? It seemed to come off very quickly. Very, very chunky threads here, but I've got to say, unless you hold, I can't see how that's going to be a problem. I must admit, I can't really see how that's going to be a problem to anyone. So, there we are. A nice sort of rounded end there. On the finial of the cap, there is a symbol, which is a feather. And Piuma, of course, is Italian for feather down, possibly. It's a very, very light feather, something that's very light. The pen isn't spectacularly light, actually. I think it's about 27, 28 grams without the cap. It's a solid, nice feeling pen. Actually, it is a very solid feeling pen. Yeah, it's a good pen to hold. The filling system, as I've said, is rather unusually for Scrittura Bolognese. Cartridge converter, but this is obviously keeping the price down. and does bring these wonderful nibs within range of a rather larger consumer base than their piston filling pens, the feel. As you'll see, there's this very solid connector here, solidly machined, solidly made, comes with the converter, so a complete package. It will also take a standard cartridge. I haven't tested it, but I'd be astonished if it doesn't take the long standard as well as the short standard. So there we are. Now, this is the Impressione. And here we have the Levante. And that is also same shape, faceted, as you can see. Lines up nicely. The same, there we go, symbol on the top. And when you look at the nib, you will see it says, "Feel the writing, Scribo." A nice looking nib, a biggish nib. This is the 18 carat medium nib, and we're going to write with it in a moment, but first of all, we're just going to take another little look around here, another close look. So we've got Scribo embossed on one of the flats here, that side, nothing at all. A nicely tapered pen, and as I said before, feels very good in the hand actually, and that's one thing that one must always compliment Flaminia Angeloni, who is the designer of these pens. Her pens always feel spectacularly good in the hand. So there we are. Right then, I'm not sure there's an enormous amount I can or want to tell you about these pens. So I think probably the thing to do is just do a little bit of writing, just to prove they will, but also maybe to give some sense of the feel of the nib. I'm just going to set up the camera slightly differently so we can do this in comfort. Okay then, a bit of a write. I've got my trusty bottle of Sailor Gentle ink, and also my very good Irish paper pad, which I must get myself a fresh one actually. This is nearly done. So I'm going to open up. As I've said, the nib is 18 carat medium, and in 18 carat they go extra fine up to broad, triple broad and stub. The flex nib is also outstandingly good, and that comes an extra fine up to broad. So there we are. A huge range of nibs, as I say. The nib is actually exactly the same as that on the Feel or the right here Scribo, but it is on a slightly different mounting because obviously this is a cartridge converter pen and needs something to press the cartridge. Now, I'm not very good at writing at the best of times. I apologise for my writing so often on these videos. It must be getting quite boring, but there we are. So we'll just give it a go and I'll give you my impressions as I work around the camera. So we'll just say in Spain goes mostly down the... Right, okay, so you can hear a little bit of nib noise there, but actually this is, oh yes, this is smooth, actually. It's beautiful feeling nib. A decent line. It's just been dipped. Obviously things will develop a little bit as you use the pen more, and incidentally as the ink starts to work a little better with the ebonite feed. For ebonite feeds, they all are on all of these pens. Well, as you can see so far, it will do letters, it will do numbers, it will do all sorts of different shapes and so forth. It's a very versatile pen, obviously, from that point of view. That's a very old joke, and even I'm getting fed up with that. But it is a very nice writing experience. There is a bit of softness to the nib. As you can see, there's a little bit of line variation there. But it's not flexible. So don't go there. Don't try and do that. It won't be a good thing. So here we have, it is the Scrittura Bolognese Piuma, and this one is Levante. And the other one, where are we? Here, is the Impressione. Now, one thing one does need to know about these pens is that Scrittura Bolognese will make only 219 of each colour, as they do with all of their pens. So they are rare. And once they're gone, and they don't repeat the colours. So if you like the look of this, or the Impressione, I can guarantee that you're going to have a really pleasant writing experience. If you like the look of them, snap it up now. So it's John Hall from Right Here Pens. I've talked to you about the pens, we've had a good look at them, we've done a bit of writing, I've delivered everything I promised. There we go. Thanks for watching.